What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, Darkside74 dropped the initial comment that got me to search this article out. And it was published on the 31st of August. Slaughtered for being noisy. Dad, 57, kills wife and two sons, 16 and 13, quote unquote, because he had a headache and was tired of them yelling. Ah, gentlemen, you see how they word the title to this article? Yeah, we're going to take a deeper dive into what possibly drove this man over the edge. Because let's be crystal clear about something. Everything has a cause and therefore an effect. Nothing happens at random. James Lee Webb, 57, was arrested and charged with capital murder after calling the cops on himself on Monday. He called the cops on himself. He didn't try to run. Interesting. The plot thickens. Webb and his wife, Victoria Ronick Bunton, began arguing at around 10 a.m. this morning after he complained of having a headache and that her sons, aged 13 and 16, were being too loud, according to the affidavit. Okay, let's take a small dive into this one. His last name is Webb. Her last name is Bunton. According to the article, they were married. But then you look at a key word, her sons. Well. Gentlemen, what does this add up to? This adds up to a stepdad scenario. Gentlemen, never put yourself in that position. Never. Now, you would honestly think, if a woman managed to find herself a man who had no children, who was willing to take her and her children on, she would be grateful. She'd damn near be ready to kiss the ground that this man walked on. But oh no, gentlemen. Oh no. You literally have women out here on dating apps that will flat out tell you, my children come first. And then still demand men find them worthy. Gentlemen, no. If you are going to deal with a single mother, she should be recreational use only. They have no problems telling you where you lie in her hierarchy. So guess what? You should have no problems telling her what her position is going to be. Casual, occasional, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Continuing on. During the argument, Webb allegedly produced a handgun and shot Bunton before killing both of the teenagers. Let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! Webb waited 1 hour and then called 911 and confessed. The document states, when cops arrived, they took him into custody. Now, one would probably ask, why did he wait that whole hour before confessing? Well, simple. If you really break it down to its most basic components. This man was obviously at his wit's end, and he knew after doing the deed, he was not going to go back to his home. So he decided, you know what? I want my final memories of my home to be good memories. I want my final hour here to be what I wanted it to be: peaceful and quiet. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This man obviously had been through so much mental abuse that he decided to finally take matters into his own hands to finally get that peace and quiet that he so deserved. When he was later interviewed, Webb allegedly told a detective that he was tired of his family yelling at him and telling him there was nothing wrong with him, i.e., blatant disrespect by not only the wife, but of course, her two sons, and gaslighting. Yeah. See, society, even to this very day, simply does not care about the mental and emotional abuse that husbands endure in marriages. But then, when that man finally snaps and take matters into his own hands, oh, he's a monster. No, no. This man was obviously at wit's end. And he finally decided, I'm going to get peace and quiet one way or the other. And we see the results of what happened. He is currently being held at Lew Sterrett Jail, and his bond will be determined by a Dallas County magistrate. Neighbor Chanel Lockhart told Fox 4, "Last time I saw her, she was getting groceries out of the car and the boys were helping. You would never think that he would do that. And she had a heart. She was so sweet to everybody." Oh, here we go. The female hive mind is going to circle the wagons and say anything they can positive. Granted, they did not know this woman behind closed doors. But obviously, we got that door blown open. Another neighbor, Justice Johnson, told the outlet, "I've been knowing them for 2 years, going with their mama to the grocery store, helping with groceries, getting on the school bus." Her daughter Sylvia added, "I didn't talk to them as much, but when I did come outside, they'd speak. They didn't just walk past me, they'd be like, hey." So yeah, play up the woman and the kids to make them look more like victims. No. Mm-mm. But before I go any further, let's get to the scorecard, shall we? For location, this went down in his home. Automatic 10. Method of execution, he used a burner. 5. Psychological impact, I'm going to give him a 10 for all of the mental abuse that he endured, that he finally decided to put a stop to. And for the brutality factor, I'm going to give him a 10 for the wife, and I'm going to give him another 10, 5 for each boy. So Mr. Webb gets a score of 45. Now let's go a little bit deeper. Obviously, this man was being mentally and emotionally abused via disrespect and gaslighting. Now, if he decided, you know what, I want you out of my house, I'm not going to take this anymore, get out. Guess what that opens up? Divorce, which brings what? Alimony and child support for 2 children. This man is 57 years old. He would have been financially destroyed by the family court. And guess what? They would not give a crap about it. They would not have thought twice about putting this man in jail if he was not able to pay the state sanctioned extortion and ransom fees. Yeah. So, looking at it from his perspective, let's see. Alimony and child support. I'm 57. And if I can't pay, then the threat of jail hangs over my head regardless. Versus, you know what? I will simply take matters into my own hands. Well, he decided with the latter. And guess what? He didn't decide to try to run. He didn't try to get away with it. He already knew once he did what he did, he was never going home again, which is why he sat there for that hour in peaceful bliss. So, yeah, it is what it is. This guy decided to go out on his own terms. But with that being said, read the article. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, and ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism is one day going to get that knockout blow and go out right along with it. And the last thing I want to say about this article, this guy took out another parasite and her 2 sons, who were going to grow up to be nothing more than simps themselves. So yes, look at this for what it truly is. This man did a great service for other men out there. And he's going to pay the price, but he's willing to pay the price. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am out.
Woke up, murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill.